Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, and welcome to NerdTube. We are doing not only a reaction of kind of because so many of us already seen this trailer, but we couldn't fucking wait to see it. But we're also going to do discussing it, debating it, dissecting it, tearing it apart, and speculating because that's what we like to fucking do here on NerdTube. I'm here first of all with some colleagues. First one is Slash. How you doing, mate?
I did all right.
Wonderful. I hope you've had the Slash before. This was going to be a long discussion. Also known as Boss Man as well, and our resident wrestling guy as well as a Marvel fan. D Jose, how you doing, mate?
All right, I gotta get you guys hyped up for this. This is Thor, Love and Thunder.
Fantastic. Was that Hawk or was that Vince McMahon?
A little bit of both.
Okay. And finally, and by no means least, one of our new guys to NerdTube, Reverend Jake. How you doing, mate?
Doing all right. Ready for the hot takes.
Okay. Well, let's stop babbling and start watching this, and then we'll break it down afterwards. We are definitely going to get copyrighted. Let's go.
Yep.
These hands were once used for battle. Now they're but humble tools for peace. I need to figure out
literally
exactly who I am.
Okay, so we see Thor losing weight.
Yeah.
That's how they're going to explain that.
That's them gone. That's the Guardians gone.
Their ship?
No, I'm not sure.
Seems like he left one down.
Who's that? Is that Zeus? Zeus in the MCU.
Yep. He's a
You've
god.
got Nordic gods and Greek gods.
Just look into the eyes of the people that you love.
And are they actually gods, or as Samuel L. Jackson said, are they aliens?
Not me.
Just listening.
Here it is. Big
The
reveal.
reconstructed Mjolnir. I
Okay.
didn't realize when I first watched it, I didn't realize at the time. But yeah, that was a reconstructed Mjolnir. So I'm just gonna. So we're just going through his
Bit
life
by
there.
bit
Look,
breakdown time. Okay, let's do this.
Okay, so he's running along like Forrest fucking Gump.
Okay, Jenny.
And there he is. That's him as a young man, not as current Thor.
Mhm.
Maybe he's a teenager. And
I almost thought it was Lady Thor at first.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, it might have been. But, yeah,
No, I don't think so.
no, I don't
No.
think so. No. And there is. Oh, gotta get those frames going just right. There we go.
Yeah, and then
Here's
this is
our-
him in more
Yeah.
modern times. Looks like
His outfit's
2000
very interesting.
looks like 2012 Thor right there. Yeah, 2012,
Yeah.
2013 Thor.
Yeah, good to see that he's getting his shit together.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I don't know where this is in the movie, but this is just one. I have to say, one of the things I did like about this trailer is that this is what, even though this is considered to be a teaser trailer, really this is what a trailer should be. Gives nothing. It shows you some shit, gives nothing away. You know what I mean? And I wish more trailers were like that because sometimes you get the whole fucking story in a goddamn trailer, and it pisses me off. People are going to see this, whether you give us a decent trailer or not. People are going to fucking see this.
Oh yeah.
So, so here he is walking along, hero shots. And he's burying Stormbreaker here.
Yeah, literally burying the hatchet.
Yep.
Some
Yeah,
symbolism
literally.
there.
I mean, but I don't feel, is he like keeping it there? That's it, he's done with it. Surely not. I mean,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it might be like kind of a symbolic goodbye in a couple ways, kind of also to Cap, because considering that Cap was worthy, he could lift Mjolnir and shit like that.
mhm.
Yeah, I think it's kind of more of a symbolic goodbye, so to speak.
I agree. Well, this is
I
this is
wanna
definitely
know
not
if a new-
Tatooine.
Sorry. I want to know
Sorry,
if
go
the
on,
Groot
Jake.
tree is going to grow there.
A Groot tree?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Jimmy
okay.
Groot. Yeah,
Could be.
could be.
Yeah,
I
I
like
could
the sound
see.
of that.
I could see that. Yeah, because this is featuring the Guardians before Guardians 3, so this is going to go in order.
That is,
Which
by the way, that
really-
is beautiful. By the way,
And
absolutely.
that
It looks like
handle's
he's
made from Groot, so.
Yeah. But it looks like he's having his moment of zen here, like he's finding peace, within himself.
Yeah, I think
Which
he's
obviously-
finally like forgiving himself for like Loki and the murder of his
and his
parents.
dad and his mom and
Yeah.
everything.
Mhm.
Like especially after now that they won the battle, even though Tony had died, he's definitely come to peace. And so
And here's a
he's
tidbit
got a
of
scar on his face, by the way.
Yep, and here's a tidbit. Here's a tidbit too. Thor is the only original Avenger that is getting his own movie throughout this entire phase. He's the only one. You're not getting another Hulk. You're not getting another Captain America. Well, Black Widow too.
Well, we're getting another
we'll never
Captain
get a
America,
Hulk.
just not Steve Rogers.
Oh yeah, we are going to get another Captain America, but it's going to be
It's
Falcon.
gonna be Sam Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
That'll
at that
be
scar,
good.
by the way. How did he get that fucking scar? Was that from Endgame?
We don't know.
That wasn't
No,
from his
is
axe,
that
was
when
it?
he lost his eye?
He lost his eye.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
he
lost
did.
his eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But his eyes are both blue here.
Yeah.
Well, it's a glass eye, isn't it?
Yeah, but he had one eye was different to the other. I swear.
Yeah, it's a mechanical one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
And you got to remember too, the Guardians travel where technology is beyond Earth.
So maybe he got a better one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you could tell Thor's working out because he's
By
like,
the way,
I bet I'm already calling it now. Rocket is going to rip Thor within the first 10 minutes of the movie about his weight. I already see that happening.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
he needs to do like a lot of cardio for sure because
I could
he needs to
see-
burn it.
I could see like Quill eating a sandwich, going back to when he was like, Quill, you're one sandwich away from fat. And then it'll be like, look at Thor, dude. Like Thor's had like 30 sandwiches and he's gained all this weight. Like I could see them doing something like that.
Yeah.
Look at this shot here, by the way, guys. What do you guys make of this, Boss Man?
It might be like one of the frost giants, or like another world that's in the same realm, because that looks like a giant sort of prisoner there. So it could be.
The dwarf giants as well, like Peter Dinklage, could be one of those, no?
Could be.
It could
But
be.
they weren't that big. I don't think they were that big. Yeah, but
It could be somebody that he kills like in the opening or something like that, and then he has to.
yeah, but what, they turn into a skeleton straight away.
Yeah,
This
I
part
don't know.
here
He's
is
been
not
chained
what I have
to
a problem
forever.
with.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Boss Man.
I said this part here I don't have no problem with, because we could get back into Thor shape. So there's
Yeah,
all like
for
continuity there.
Yeah, for sure. So, but it's quite amazing with the visuals. Taika Waititi, man, he's knocking out the park already. So, like, now he's lost all his weight. He's like, yeah, look at me. By the way, this shirt, when I saw it, was definitely a symbol to Kurt Russell's shirt from Big Trouble in Little China. Because when Taika Waititi pitched his idea of Thor Ragnarok, he said Big Trouble in Little China to the movie makers, and that's what they went with. I mean, so that's what sold them. And I really thought he's adding to that with this shirt here, because as soon as I saw that shirt, I thought to myself, yeah, it's not exactly the same, but it does resemble it as well. And he's got that whole 80s look to it as well, with that fucking waistcoat on and shit like that. And there's the Guardians. Well, there's two of them.
Yeah.
Mantis and Peter Quill.
Mantis and Quail. Yeah, Quail.
Yeah.
Really?
It'll be interesting, but they're going to be they've got their own shit to deal with, mate. Like
I tell you, this was the thing that I had the biggest problem with. Why the hell are the guys in the Galaxy here?
Oh, this group, by the way.
You have to remember, Thor left
they
with
left
the
together.
Guardians. Yeah, they left together, so that's why they're there.
No, I
This
mean
is-
like they'd be around for like maybe a couple of seasons, and then they set off to do their own.
Well, I think
stuff.
I think we're seeing that.
You're going to see
that, boss man.
Yeah, you're going to see a backstory because they wouldn't just have Thor and the Guardians together for no reason. So I think this is going to serve as a backdoor to Guardians 3 or the Christmas special, because I think the Christmas special is supposed to come first, and then Guardians comes after this.
I really think there's
you're
very
right.
little of the Guardians in this. I think we're getting a lot of them in this trailer.
Yeah,
But I don't think there's that much in this. They're dealing with some shit here, of course. I think these might be the same sort of species as oh god, what was her name? Nebula. These aliens, they look very similar to the Nebula species. But there's Groot, there's Nebula there behind Thor. There's Peter Quill on the rocks there. They look like they're in some sort of battle, but Thor feels invincible right now with his new bod.
Yep.
So I'm just keep it going. So there's some of the rest of the Guardians there as well. Who's this dude here on the right?
I don't know.
I think that's Kraglin using Yondu's mohawk.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah, 'cause Yondu died.
That one movie.
Yeah.
And that definitely looks like Yondu's mohawk. I think what's even weirder though is it looks like all the Guardians are rushing into a fight, and Thor turns around and leaves.
Yeah, Thor's like, okay, yeah, I'm not into this.
I think this whole scene is like an opening montage.
Yeah,
where
I could
Thor
see
gets
that.
sick of war, buries the hatchet, and goes off to do something else. I mean, it's called Love and Thunder, so I think Thor's going to be the love side of it, and Jane Foster is going to be the thunder side of it.
I could see that.
Just to mention that he has changed his outfit though. He's not wearing the white shirt anymore. So
it could be too like I think it could be too like he had that mentality of like, yeah, let's go fight, and then midway through he's like, you know what, fuck this, I'm not feeling it, like I'm ready to move on, kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's why I said I think it's going to be a montage, Sam, because he has changed outfits a couple of times, and I think it's going to be just a huge montage of him getting back into shape, being in a bunch of stuff with the Guardians, because the Guardians are always fighting in wars, doing this stuff, and then he's just like, you know what, I did a bunch of it, and I'm done with it. I can't handle it anymore.
Yep.
I do feel they could be running onto the ship. By the way, they might be doing that, getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah,
you know, that could be the case as well. Like running away from a battle. Look, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Well, it looks like
Mantis has looked like the most warrior like I've ever seen her, man. You know. But yeah, let's keep going. So another fade. But he's fucking off the other direction. And look, you see, like they're flying off now. What's the name of their ship again?
I should remember this, but I don't.
Some 80s pinup girl type person.
Someone type it in Google. Guardian of the Galaxy ship.
All right.
But look, they're going through these and by the way, hexagons again. Hexagons have been a prominent thing in the MCU since WandaVision. You know, and there's hexagons again, and they're flying through obviously the space barrier sort of thing. And this is where I think once they fly through that's it. I think we don't see the Guardians anymore.
No,
their part is done to deliver Thor to his next adventure, so to speak, and they'll fuck off and do their adventure.
The new ship is called the Benatar.
Oh, okay, the Benatar.
Yeah,
fair
so
enough.
it must be something. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, because and there's what I like to call the PlayStation guy, even though I can never remember his name.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
And we have to see, and we have to see Noob Master 69 make a cameo in this. This will not go well with me if we don't get Noob Master 69.
Oh yes, Noob Master 69. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, they can be done with that, in my opinion.
This July, that's just around the corner, by the way.
Yeah. Doctor Strange is first. I can't wait for Doctor Strange to come out.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
So is this Norway?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think they filmed, in like maybe Norway, New Zealand. I know they went overseas to do this.
I think they did some of it in Australia.
Yeah, I also heard Australia because I know they went overseas to film Thor and parts of Guardians.
here.
Yeah.
a flying chariot, which is a boat with flying horses. How the fuck? Okay. Now this is a money shot here, man. Look at this. This is like something I would see in video games. You know,
It's
this
so
land.
gorgeous.
Say again?
It's so gorgeous. I'd like.
Yeah.
love
Yeah, it's
to live in a
gorgeous.
place like that.
Absolutely.
This is giving me serious Kratos God of War vibes. Like, how
Yeah.
am I gonna?
Yeah.
How am I gonna climb that?
This must be in Mount Olympus.
It could be. I mean, it could be another realm. I'm do you know what? I'm going to see something with Joke when we see the guy with the lightning bolt. I'm going to see what I think that is in a minute.
Okay, well, let's keep going. Well, he's on that ship still. That ship's got some fucking guns on it, man. It's weird in the way how it's teched up, but it's still basic. Like it's got a fucking steering wheel here, basic, and it's got like ropes and pulleys and God knows what. It's like a mix of old and new.
I wonder if Taika just brought that over from the set of Our Flag Means Death. I don't know if any of you guys are watching that show. It's in the show by Taika Waititi about pirates. It's a comedy. It's hilarious.
This girl seems like a alien pirate. I don't know who she is, but I think Thor is like being proper Casanova here. You know what I mean?
She's like,
bang him and bang him.
I don't know
you. Know what I mean?
Like, is it Jane Foster? I mean, that's supposed to be his girlfriend.
No, I don't think that's Jane Foster. I don't think that's Natalie Portman. You know,
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I just think it's some groupie he's gonna fuck on it before before giving her the memory of her life and moving on with his life himself. You know what I mean? Just somebody banging on the road. Not every god. He's not a god. He's an alien. As I said earlier, fucking Nick Fury said that in one of the. What film was that Nick Fury mentioned that in? I can't fucking remember. Was that Age of Ultron?
I think that was when he was like
no. That was Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Yeah, when he was like, yeah, okay, so we got this guy, but we need these guys. Yeah.
Look at this. So he's got his axe back. So I definitely, and he's changed his suit up again.
He's upgraded a bit. Yeah.
He's got those Captain Marvel colors going on there, man.
They need to change his outfit every 15 minutes so they can have at least 4 toys released.
He's smiling a lot, by the way, in this.
Yeah, it's because they're going for a light-hearted. I think they're going for a light-hearted tone with this.
I don't see Thor being overly aggressive like he's been in the past. Like I could see it a couple times in this movie, but he's not going to be a hard ass this time around.
I think this is actually genuinely the right thing to do because you remember in Infinity Wars when him and Rocket were talking, and he mentioned how he lost everyone: his mum, his dad, his brother, his best friend. You know, mentioned how
and Rocket's like, dude, I'm sorry that you lost everybody, but tough shit, you got to move on, kind of thing.
And then the depression he went through in Endgame, where he became, he became fat and he became a hermit, so to speak, and he became a recluse.
And I still can't believe people shit on them for that. Like they're like, why would they do that to Thor? I'm like, it's called character arc, you motherfuckers.
It's not even just that, but he was still able to call on Mjolnir. So after all the shit he went through, he was still worthy. So why are people giving it any? Yeah, I agree.
I don't understand that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he was still fucking worthy for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know why people are making a big deal about it. That resolved all of the issues regarding him. If people had any issues, him getting Mjolnir resolved it. So anyways, so we're getting all this shit here. Here we go. It's Barry Allen. No, it's not. It should be. Is that Zeus?
Yeah, no, I think that's going to be Loki. Oh, I'm muted. I think that's going to be Loki. Look at the hair.
It's the guy. No, it's the guy who played Gladiator. I can't think of his name right now.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah,
Russell Crowe. Oh yeah, he's in this.
Yeah, it's Russell Crowe.
Okay, looks like
one of our colleagues put on a lot of weight recently.
Okay, so
Russell Crowe's put on a lot of weight recently.
Yeah, he did it for a particular role where he plays this nutcase car driver who goes through road rage. But he's having a fight with his dude, or they maybe embracing.
They're maybe doing a bro shake or something like, yeah, dude, fist bump.
So every god has a plan. Oh look, Snow Monster. Is it Land of the Frost Giants? I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I would
Korg.
think.
It's Korg, isn't it?
Korg.
That's the name?
Yes.
Korg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Korg. That's it.
Because for so long I called him PS4 guy.
Where's the other guy? The one with the blade hands?
Yeah,
Is
where's he at?
I liked him as well.
Yeah, Meek or something like that, or
Oh look, this is the first time he looks a bit concerned. And more flying ships. Oh, this is New Asgard
The
again.
new Asgard, yeah.
I think so.
Drive
Like, I
slowly.
think this is just like a different angle. Basically of the shot we saw earlier when they're flying over the water.
It's going to be so weird seeing Asgard like as a normal humane society on Earth.
Well, look, it's a tourism attraction. Look at those fucking cruise ships. Like,
Yeah.
we need to go. You know what I mean?
It's going to feel weird, but it's going to be so cool at the same time, like when you first see it.
This is a weird shot here. Like, this is our okay, these are the pencil pushers who usually fuck things up. Sort of shot we have here.
This is probably where we'll see Jane and all those other people from
this
the
is
previous
still
films.
being led by the what's her name, Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely yeah. I think this is like a council within New Asgard, because look at the settings. It doesn't look very massive like government building. Like, it looks like it could be like a school, and they're just using it as a school assembly room, and they're just using it as their like government building, so to speak, for New Asgard. But she seems to be way back there. Like, was she at the table? It's hard to tell.
I don't
You
know.
can't see a table. Yeah.
She just looks like she got told, like, okay, whatever you were thinking, it's a no. You ain't
Whatever
doing
you're
that.
thinking is that your part's going to be really small in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we'll still pay you, but yeah, you're not.
Well, I mean, Tessa's a good actress. She can make anything work.
Yeah, fine, but I think it's very hard to. I think she's going to stay on. She is the leader of New Asgard. She was told to become their king or queen or whatever by Thor to lead them. So that's what she's doing, and I guess we're going to see a glimpse of that while Thor goes gallivanting and fucking pirate queens and God knows what.
So this must be Mount Olympus then that we saw. Because if you notice, there's the floating platforms here.
Yep.
So that must be the Mount Olympus because there's Zeus.
Russell Crowe in the MCU. That is something I can honestly say I don't think I would have pictured.
There's more Peter Quill. Maybe they come back. I can't tell because, but I think this could be the goodbye shot. Look how fucking bloated fucking Batista looks there, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, he's aging now, isn't he? You know what I mean? Groot looks a bit older there. Look, there's Rocket finally.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what happens when you stop.
That's what happens when you get old. Yeah, and this.
No, when you stop taking steroids, then you get old.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, it's good to see Rocket finally amongst them, and I can't wait to hear Bradley Cooper voice him again.
And I could hear Groot just giving everyone so much shit because now he looks like he's that 21-year-old that's like, okay, how much longer do I have to be with you guys? Like, I'm tired of like having to listen to you. I want to be able to do what I want to do.
Yeah, that's a good shot. It's good to see all the Guardians there. Nebula. Now she's good to see Nebula part of that crew now. But these guys, they're gonna fuck off and look for They're gonna look. I mean, I do feel this is also part of that same shot we saw earlier where they go off into the sky.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just saying his goodbyes to them and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I think Quill's gonna stay. I think Quill's gonna stay on with Thor for this one, and then in Guardians 3 they'll somehow meet back up, and then they'll be like, "Oh, okay, we gotta, get back to doing what we do."
Well, I think Quill is infatuated with Gamora, and he wants to get Gamora back, which is why they're going to do their own thing, because that's what which will lead into Guardians 3. But it's not really his Gamora; it's a Gamora from a different timeline.
Yeah.
And look at Chris Hemsworth here, like going all lovey eyes.
Yeah. Are you telling
Quill here?
Yeah. Are you telling me this is the dude? It was either him or a tree. Those were your choices.
Okay. He's got some sort of hearing aid device there, Peter has.
Yeah.
That's his mask.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's his thing.
But, it's just so good to see some of these guys back. With all these new Avengers we've been getting, it's just so good to see these guys back, like people we followed up to Endgame. It's really good. So,
Yep.
Okay, I mean, that proper fucking...
Actually, okay, I got
hippie Thor here.
I have to correct myself. Thor is the only one of the originals getting his own movie in the present timeline because Black Widow was a prequel to all this other shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
but yeah.
So
We're
Thor,
talking
yeah,
continuation. I knew you meant continuation.
yeah,
Yeah.
hmm yeah. He's
So
the
the
only
same
he's the only
applies.
one continuing because they haven't figured out what to do with Hulk yet.
Well, we saw Hulk in the Shang-Chi. Well, we saw Bruce Banner
Yeah.
in the Shang-Chi post trailer thing. So
Oh yeah, because the multiverse. So yeah, when Phase 5 comes around, Strange is going to be
Well-
like, "All right, everyone here did their part in fucking up somehow, so we need to fix this shit." That's what the next Avengers movie is going to
Wang
be.
introduces Shang-Chi to a couple of Avengers, including himself, because he's an Avenger as far as I'm concerned. He
Yeah,
brings Shang-Chi into the mix. There's Captain Marvel and there's Bruce Banner, no longer in Hulk form.
yeah, like we
Professor
got
Hulk form. Yeah.
we got to fix some shit, and I also can't wait to see how Loki plays into this because Loki season 1 was so good. I can't wait for season 2 to be a thing.
Well, to
very
us, Moon Knight's been better than Loki was, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be better than Loki was. But yeah,
I don't mind Moon Knight, but let's be honest here. Some of these Disney shows, they do feel like CW with a bigger budget, and Moon Knight is no fucking different in my opinion.
Yeah, Moon Knight, it's good, but I don't see what's like amazing about it.
Oh, I'm loving
Now,
it.
whilst I was watching this trailer, whilst I was watching this Thor and Love and Thunder trailer, I think to myself, well, everyone's been talking about how Natalie Portman's character, what the fuck's her name again?
Jane Foster.
Jane Foster is going to be the new Thor.
Oh,
I think, well, we haven't seen that yet, have we? We haven't seen that yet.
Not yet.
And then lo and behold, we see, and this is the Mjolnir which was destroyed by Hela.
Yep.
Not the Mjolnir from the past. This is the current day Mjolnir, reformed because you can see all the cracks in it.
And this bitch is worthy.
And she grabs it like that.
She grabs
Nobody's going to be shitting themselves like fucking they were.
Yeah, it's not going to be like when Cap. Yeah, it's not going to be like when Cap got it because it was like everyone knew the second that Cap touched it and he moved it. It's like, yeah, he's going to be able to lift Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Well, they what do you call it? They what's it, retro thingy that like when they change something in the story to make it make sense.
Retroactive continuous retcon.
Retconned it. That's it. Yeah, they retconned it because apparently he could lift it up, but he didn't. But he didn't want to embarrass Thor, and that is exactly who Steve Rogers is.
Yeah, he's like he's too humble. He's like, I can't. I know I could do this, but I'm not going to show you up. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah,
not until the world needs saving.
Yeah, exactly. So so here we go.
Yeah, here's the review.
And there is Natalie Portman, who ducked out. Just remember this. She thought she was too good for this shit.
Yeah.
She thought, bollocks to this. This is bullshit. I don't need to be part of this shit anymore.
It was the same thing, and it was the same thing in WWE's case when Dave Bautista told them that he was going to be in Guardians, and Stephanie and Triple H laughed at him, and they're like, "Yeah, let's see how well that takes off." And I'm like, "Okay, you guys obviously have not been watching Marvel since Iron Man fucking happened, because it's like, had you would have known that, you would have known that."
Dave Bautista is a fucking big time Hollywood actor.
Yeah,
he's been in so many fucking films, man. He's been in James Bond. He's been in fucking Dune.
They told him he wouldn't. They told him he wouldn't make it, and look at him now. It's like, yeah, dude came out and fucking took over the world.
Yeah, Blade Runner. He's been in everything. You know what I mean? He's involved in everything. It's just. Props to Batista, mate.
Yeah.
Bautista.
He apparently went
calling him
acting classes and everything. He's like, I actually enjoy doing this. I'm gonna get better at it and put real effort into it.
And he did.
Yeah.
He's made more now than he ever did working in wrestling.
Yeah.
And
now,
that
he's got the last laugh as well now. Because WWE will have to roll the red carpet out for him. I love it when wrestlers become bigger than the WWE because they have to pucker up. You know, he had the Kiss My Ass Club now,
Yep.
Batista.
Yeah,
It's the
kiss
other way
my
around.
ass,
I mean,
type a memo of that and send it around. That's what I want you to do.
yeah, same with The Rock as well, and even Cena's getting there now.
Yep.
You know, but yeah, here's our money shot with Foster
But
now.
okay,
as
yeah,
Thor.
Natalie Portman, yeah, she was like, "No, I'm done with Marvel movies." And then they're like, "What if we offer you a bigger role and a bigger paycheck?" And she's like, "Okay, I'll do it."
I think
No,
Taika
what-
Waititi is a big draw too, because everyone apparently loves working with him, and I think if you got a good crew, you're going to take the job over anything you said prior.
Yeah, and I know Kevin Feige right now, he could retire right now, and he's set for the rest of his life. It's like if he never fucking touches Marvel again, he'd be okay. But yeah, he's still doing the damn thing.
No, but regarding Natalie Portman, back then she thought this shit was a clown show, and she got out of it, and then it blew up to be like bigger than Star Wars, which I never expected anything to be bigger than Star Wars.
Yeah, I never thought Marvel would overtake Star Wars.
Yeah, I never expected anything ever.
Well, that's because
Even
Disney
with
ran Star Wars to the ground.
Yeah, Disney
of
Disney did pimp out Star Wars worse than Tommy Vercetti pimps out hookers in GTA. But yeah.
Well, it's not just that, but you know, with the prequels, even though nostalgically the prequels are more appreciated now, still that people look at them as a pile of shit. The sequels are a pile of fucking shit. You know, whilst Marvel movies are just getting better and better, and you very much appreciate the continuity and the fact you got different writers making different movies, different directors making different movies, and somehow everything's coming together. It's just amazing.
And Marvel, this is the one thing that they do better than anyone else in the world. They always leave you wanting more, even though like you can tell sometimes what's going to happen. It's like, okay, I know what's coming, but I still want more. Like I still want to see where we're going to go next.
I need to see it happen. I know it's coming, but I need to see it.
Yeah, I need to see this. And that's what Marvel does better than DC. That's what Marvel does better than most other franchises out there.
Though, are you ready for my hot soapbox?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Right. I'm not going to go see this.
No, not at all. You're never going to watch this movie.
I like to think of myself as a progressive, but I can't handle the fact that they gave her his name. It would be like if they made Anthony Mackie's character's name, I can't pull it in my head right now, and they started calling him Steve Rogers.
Oh, what's his face? Yeah, what is his fucking name?
Sam Wilson.
No, Sam Wilson.
What's Falcon's real name?
Sam Wilson. Sam Wilson.
Yeah, this is going by.
It's like when Sam Wilson picked up the Shield, he had to start calling himself Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
Thor isn't a title. It's a fucking name. I speak Norwegian. It's still a common name. It'd be like as if his name was Thomas, and all of a sudden she started calling herself fucking Thomas.
Yeah.
It's fine if they want to call her the Mighty Jane, if they want to call her, give her all his powers, all of that. I'm happy. Get us a new female hero.
But don't call her fucking Thor. Come on.
But this is in the comics, dude. She gets called Thor in the comics.
I know she is in the comics, and I won't buy that shit either.
And
I have to draw the line somewhere.
I don't honestly, I don't think there's a line that needs to be drawn over this. This is next to nothing. People losing their shit over.
Oh, it bothers the crap
nothing.
out of me, man. Bothers the crap out of me. I don't mind if she takes the powers or any of that, but and a lot of it has to do with the fact that, like I said, I speak Norwegian. I have a whole pile of Norwegian friends. I have friends named Thor. It's actually pronounced Tur, but that's the story. So it bothers me. It's the second time the Marvel's hit me like this. The other one is in Ant-Man, where Scott can't see his kids because he hasn't paid his child support. And where I'm from, you can still see your kids even if you're broke.
No, it wasn't because he was a criminal.
It's these two things that it really upsets me how they've presented it in a very popular media, and I just don't want to support it. I'll probably end up going and seeing it just because it's Marvel and I'm addicted to Marvel.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna end up seeing it anyway. It's just that one gripe that you have, but I understand.
Part of me wants to wait for it to hit Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I'm a DC fan, so the thing is that but the thing is, I'm all for fun, but this looks a little bit clown shoesy. This looks a little bit too much.
And here
it'd be a bit too much tongue in cheek. Now, The thing is Thor Ragnarok got the balance between comedy and action perfectly, in my personal opinion. This looks like it's going to be totally just ridiculous and just over the top. It's just it might have been the first one where it's just not for me. I'm still going to go and see it, but it might be one of those ones where I just don't like it.
Here's mine. I've got a take too, but go ahead, boss man.
But I don't want to say that because it sounds like I'm like a humorless bastard, but I'm not. You know, I like a joke, but the thing is, and plus I like action. Like one of my favorite action films is The Last Action Heroes, which is all about a tongue-in-cheek take on Arnie's career until that point. You know, I'm all for people taking the piss out of themselves. What I don't like is like, you know, when it's constant. You know, in the Last Action Hero, they have points where they take it seriously. In Thor Ragnarok, parts of it were funny, like when they had Columbus going, "I went to Texas," and you know. And there's this dis and destroy, and then just like he and you know, there's tons of tone in there, but they're all serious parts, which sort of like it was a good match, it was a good mixed up. This looks like it's going too heavy to the comedy, and I think it's going to be too much. In my opinion,
my take is I think this is going to be one of the weaker Marvel movies. I really do. I think it's going to be okay, but it's going to be good. But I think people are going to overrate the shit out of it. It's going to be one of those where it'll be like, okay, yeah, they make Thor way too fucking soft. He comes off as a softie, and Thor kind of loses some of the badassery that made him so badass, but maybe he'll redeem himself. But so far, I think Thor is going to come off as a major softie in this movie.
I'm bursting here, yeah? It's called a character arc. Yeah, the guy's been through fucking so much shit through these own movies as well as the Avenger movies, you know, so whether he's soft or not, all I care is a good arc, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're getting that. This fourth movie is the Star Trek 4 of 4 movies, the nice one. Yeah, because the guy's been through so much shit. Yeah, you got to remember that. He needs a lot. Even in the third film, he lost his dad. His dad dies in that one, and his sister ends up being, you know, his arch enemy. You know, which like, he loses fucking Asgard at the end. He gets destroyed.
What I want to see, okay, here's another one. I want to see Loki come back and smack the shit out of Thor and be like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, like, I'd like to see Loki come back and be like, dude, what the fuck? Like, when did you get so soft? Like, remember?
But the Loki would be a variant, by the way. He won't be the.
He won't be himself.
He won't be the original Loki, but the original Loki's dead. It'll be a variant from a different timeline. It'll be the Loki. If it's from the Loki from the movies, from the television show, it'll be the Loki straight after fucking the first Avengers movie. Yeah, you know what I mean. So
I'd like to see that Loki come back and smack the shit out of Thor and be like, "Dude, what the fuck?" Like that would be hilarious.
In the comics, when Jane Foster becomes Thor, Thor changes his name to Odin's son. Because he no longer because remember, it's not just a name; it's a power, and oh God, his name. What's his fucking name? The guy who plays Odin.
Oh,
yeah, I know who you're talking about. I just can't place
Anthony. Is it Anthony?
Sir Anthony.
Oh my God, what boss man? You know his name? Who plays Odin?
Sir, I'm Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins. Yeah, Anthony Hopkins. He says whoever is worthy possesses the power of Thor. You know what I mean? Even Steve Rogers was Thor at that fucking moment in time. You know, so let's just remember all of that too. So. Anyway, regardless, I can't wait for this shit. I mean, it's good to see some. I know we had Spider-Man, but he's really Sony's baby. Yeah, this is the main shit here. You know, I can't wait for this fucking shit. I'm done. You know, it's been years since we've.
I think it's going to be good, but I think
from Endgame.
It's going to be good, but people are going to overrate the shit out of this. I already see that right now.
I disagree. I think it's going to be an amazing movie. It's going to be really good, and I think it's going to do very well.
Yeah, it's going to do well.
With it.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like I'm going to be the voice of doom here. It looks like it's going to be clown shoes.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to. I've just got. I mean, to be honest with you, I hope it's going to be well. Just to shut up the people, you know who I'm talking about. The sort of people who are going, "Oh, it's got a woman in it. We can't have a woman be Thor."
Man, not only a woman, she's black as well. Remember that.
You know
if
we're a black woman
from the Orient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People lose their shit over other human beings existing in our media. Like, fuck
No,
me.
but you know what I mean. Like, I hope it's good for them, but I've got a stinking suspicion in my gut that it's going to suck, and it's going to be too comedic. It's going to take itself not seriously. It's going to be total. Just like it's trying to be funny, and comedy is one of those things where it either lands or it doesn't.
It has to come off organic, in your words, is basically what you're saying.
I
Yeah,
don't know, man.
it's like you. It's like all right. It's like meet the Spartans. That was a comedy that I saw. I never laughed at.
I think some jokes are going to land
And
well,
awful, by the way. Meet the Spartans.
I think some jokes are going to land well, but then there's going to be that one where you're going to hear it run to the ground, and then you're going to be like, okay, you said that. Like, we get it. We know.
Move on.
Yeah. Like, they're going to do that kind of thing. But I'm going in with low expectations, so I think I'll enjoy this one a lot more because that's the key when it comes to Marvel.
I think the familiarity of this is going to bring. I mean, like the fact that we know the Guardians are in this, we know, but we never saw any God Butcher in this, by the way. But we know very much about Thor. He's been in so much of the Avengers films and his own movies in general. So I think the familiarity is going to make us appreciate what we see. I'm gonna probably be smiling.
Just don't make Thor.
Watch this.
Just don't make Thor a pansy. That's all the fuck I want you guys to do. Don't make him a pansy.
Like I said earlier, that's his arc, dude. He doesn't want to fucking lead it. And look, Thor can take care of himself. He just doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be macho fucking all the time. You know what I mean? He just wants to be laid back. If you fuck, he's like Matt Riddle.
Yeah,
I'm cool with you, dude. But you don't want to fuck with me either. You know what I mean? So that's how I thought it's gonna be.
Yeah, as long as they don't make him a pansy, I'm okay with it. I'm good with that. I'm like, that's all I'm asking for. It's not much.
But yeah, as I said, like, being the DC fanboy that I am.
Speaking of, I got to watch Batman after this because it's on HBO finally, so I need to watch that shit.
Oh, it's a really good film.
Boss man, to be a DC fan right now because they can't make movies for shit.
Aquaman was probably the best one that they've done.
I'd say I loved Shazam. I really loved. I loved Wonder Woman. I loved Aquaman. What else did I
Wonder
like?
Woman was the best one of the lot, in my
opinion.
The first Wonder Woman,
it's kind of fun.
Yeah,
dumb fun.
84 was a little bit cheesy.
Oh, it's awful, awful.
And they're talking about this is a good segue because I know people are like, we never stick to topic, and it's true. Sometimes we don't.
Why would we stick to a topic?
DC wants to fucking overhaul the franchise. What are your guys' thoughts on that? They want to overhaul the entire franchise.
Yes,
as I said,
please.
Either give
as I said, well, Jake, have you seen the new Batman? It is a really, really good film. Me and Zor here disagree about it. I think it's a really, really good film.
I have my issues with it. That's it.
It might be my favorite Batman film of all time.
I don't think it's good start to finish. It's very good in most places, but I think it. Have you seen the new Batman yet, Jose?
I'm watching it today because it finally hit HBO.
I'm not going to say anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not. I won't say anymore. But regarding what you said about DC, they've been bought by Warner Brothers. Have been bought by a company called Discovery. I'm not sure if it's the Discovery Channel or any shit like that. Yeah, but they want to do an overhaul. It is. It's amazing. The Discovery Channel buying Warner Brothers. Who would have fucking thought? But nevertheless, Warner Brothers have been bought, and now they want to make the DC universe like the MCU, which is the right thing to do. To a degree, we kind of had that on the television show with the CW, which was closest, in my opinion, to a decent universe. Unfortunately, no fucking budget, and it bloated its plots with way too many episodes of bullshit. Which is why I stopped watching. And I did love it for a long time, but it was very hard to get invested with several shows.
Like I used to watch
episodes.
Yeah, like I used to watch Supergirl, and then midway through they kind of lost me. That was the theme with DC shows.
Have you watched Stargirl? Watch Stargirl. That is fucking phenomenally good.
What they need to do is maybe 12 episodes max. 12 episodes max of each show, but they doubled it, and there's like 5 shows. I can't keep up with this. I can't invest.
Well,
I'm exhausted. I love this shit beyond belief, but I'm exhausted.
Watch Stargirl, honestly. Like, watch both seasons of it. It is phenomenally good.
Oh, everyone's going on about Lois and Clark or whatever it's fucking called. The news. Everyone's saying that too, but I just once I finished watching Crisis on Infinity Earths, I was done. You know what I mean? That for me was the end game. I was just burnt out, man. I just can't handle it. So when
So
they
if they're
when they do a
gonna-
reboot,
So if they're going to overhaul, does that mean we're going back? Are we going to redo everything? Because
Well, the new Flash
Reboot the
movie,
entire thing.
apparently they're doing Flashpoint, so they could actually disguise why they're doing it by having
the one I know that I can't wait for is Green Lantern. Because oh my god, I
He's
remember
not
they
even
seeing,
haven't
a
even
film
made that
actor.
yet.
I remember seeing Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds, and I was like, oh my god, this is one of those films where it's just
I
like,
actually liked it.
yeah, I liked it for what it
Oh, I
was, and
hated
then
it.
you look
I-
back,
the-
you look back
the-
years later, and you're like, hmm.
the
No,
thing
I like
is
everything
that
but the villain. Even to this day, I've rewatched it recently, and I still think it holds up for what it is. It's not nearly as bad as some other films, like the Batman. Some of the Batman films get really bad, like Batman Returns.
Batman Forever.
Yeah,
I like Batman Forever. I don't like Batman. I don't like Batman and Robin. That's a fucking awful. But it's so
Oh
bad.
yeah,
that it's
Batman
good,
and Robin.
but it's
That
bad.
one,
yeah.
that one is the worst one because they openly admitted it. They're like, "We did it to sell toys. That's the only reason we made this
Yeah.
fucking movie."
Yeah. And I was
Though
so happy
there-
to see Schwarzenegger play a baddie again as well, but not like that.
I was happy in the Batman and Robin film they tossed in some line where he's like, "Holy rusted metal, Batman."
Yeah, that was in Batman Forever.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
As a big fan of the '60s show, I needed that line in there somewhere, and for them to work it in where it's really a metal grate he's trying to point out, just made it 10 times better in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to the Flash movie, and I am looking forward to. As I said, I thought Batman was phenomenally good. So
Yeah.
again, and if Batman is our Bats now, as everyone's calling him, I'm going to be bored with that. I mean, I'm hoping they don't do the Joker again because I think we've had enough Joker for at least.
It
One
sounds like
film.
they're not going to.
Yeah, I don't think Joker's going to get his own arc like they did previously. I think he's gotten his movie.
I'm
and
happy
they're
with the
kinda
one
like,
movie. That's plenty for me.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we
kind
did
of,
it.
he ends up being a criminal. I mean, what more is there after that? Like this is his origin.
No.
We don't
I mean,
need to know anymore.
You saw Batman the same as I did, Sam. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about the Batman anymore. But I'll say this without spoiling the Batman, it's a slow burn. So if you're not into a slow burn, you might not as enjoy it as much. However,
Okay, because I want to see it go slow. I don't want everything within like the first 20 minutes.
no, it's a very, very slow burn detective movie.
Okay, good.
And it's in my opinion the best one. It may be the best one. It's up there with Dark Knight.
Yeah, the only one I haven't seen because I live in Colorado. It's been 10 years since The Dark Knight Rises. That's the only one I've never seen because of the whole Aurora thing that happened.
Yeah.
But that one I also have to see. I've got to see Dark Knight Rises.
What
as
part of
well.
Colorado are you in? If
Where
you
did
don't mind me asking?
whether they reboot
Denver.
the franchise or not?
Denver.
It'll be interesting to see where they take things. I mean, Ezra Miller, honestly, as much as people are looking forward to the Flash movie, the guy is ruining his fucking career by just constantly getting into trouble.
He's a complete twit.
Well, you got another Flash though in Grant Gustin. They could shoehorn him in as the Flash of the movies, and people will accept that. In my opinion, I would love Grant Gustin.
Oh yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, it's very easy to do. You know what I mean? You can just do something in order to make him the new Flash. It's not that difficult. We already had Ezra and Grant Gustin crossover in that one episode on the CW, so it is possible. And regarding Batman, as in Robert Pattinson's, you can, with all the fucking time travel, parallel universe shenanigans, we can shoehorn him into it, and then we can start our franchise with him. And obviously, what's his face? He's not coming back. The Superman actor, God, his name.
Henry Cavill.
He wants
Henry
to come
Cavill's
back.
not coming. Sorry.
Cavill wants to come back.
He wants to come back. Whether he does come back is another thing. And it's been 9 years since Man of Steel. Like, he's not getting any younger. We need to cast somebody who could play the role for 15 years without aging. You know what I mean? So,
if the check is right and if the story's right, he'll come back.
Well, he wants to apparently be Captain Britain now. That's where he's going, and possibly he might be the new James Bond as well.
Okay.
So we'll see how that pans out. But his performance in Man of Uncle was excellent, and even though the film is not that great, he was superb. I could see him being James Bond, as well. I would love for him to be James Bond. You know what I mean? Like a fucking tanky James Bond. That'll be pretty cool. So
just give us another video game.
Would be fantastic too.
Sorry?
What?
Idris Elba as James Bond.
I would have taken Idris Elba in a heartbeat 10 years ago. He's
When he
knocking
was
on
younger.
50.
Yeah.
He's knocking on 50 now, so that's my issue with I have no problem with
Connery
Black
played
James
until he
Bond.
was what, 90?
Who?
Sean Connery played Bond until he was what, 90?
No, Roger Moore was actually a year older than Sean Connery, even though he's his successor. And Roger Moore played Bond until he was 55. Yeah, and he was just too old by then. You could just see it, man. You know, he started to get shorter. Even though Roger Moore was a tall man, he was starting to look shorter. You know what I mean? And
all I want is a video game. All I'm asking for is a video game. That's it.
Have you played everything?
Well,
everything or nothing?
Something.
Have you played everything?
Yeah.
Everything or Nothing is the best James Bond game ever made. Better than GoldenEye. You know what I mean? They need to remake that game. They need to remake that game.
I'm saying a lot.
Yeah, for modern audiences, so they know how good it is.
I'm partial to Agent Under Fire myself. That's probably mine. Agent Under Fire was a good game.
Okay, well, Agent. Oh, is that the one where you played Daniel Craig or Pierce Brosnan?
I think that was Daniel Craig, like when he was kind of starting out as Bond.
Okay, fair enough.
You got to drive in that BMW that shot rockets and shit like that, and it was pretty cool.
Okay. Well, look, I think we babbled on as much about this as possible.
Yeah.
DC, honestly, as far as I'm concerned, this is a good thing. But Warner Brothers, in my opinion, they've been given the ball, but they're not running with it. They are walking with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The amount of content we got from these motherfuckers is ridiculous. You got 25, 26 movies in 12, 13 years from the MCU, and we've got a fucking plethora of bullshit. Some of the stuff is not even connected well, like Wonder Woman 1984. How is that film connected to the other films? It makes no fucking sense. It's so poorly done. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, hoping that a reboot is always required. You know what I mean? It really does. They're not going to continue with the Justice League and all of that shit. As I said earlier, Ezra Miller's a fucking nutcase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Henry Cavill might not come back either. Ben Affleck's not fucking coming back. Let's move on. You know what
DC,
I mean?
get your shit together is what we're telling you, essentially.
I feel sorry for Henry Cavill because I always thought he was a really, really good Superman. It's just that the films were bad.
Yeah, that's truth.
Yeah.
No, what they need to do is get a whole bunch of unknowns and make these guys famous as these characters. The characters are famous. You don't need to put famous people as those characters. They'll become famous. You know what I mean? All of them will. Ezra Miller is famous because of that. Yes, he's been in some of the shitty Fantastic Beast movies, but really, this is what made him famous.
Start from the
all
ground.
Of these guys, Henry Cavill. This is what made him famous. Gal Gadot, even though she was in Fast and Furious, this is what made her famous.
Start from the ground and work your way up. That's what I would do if I was DC. I would start slow, then eventually you can pick up because Marvel did that same shit. They started off hot with Iron Man, and then they fucking skyrocketed.
Exactly.
Well, they didn't start with Iron Man.
What?
They didn't start with Iron Man. Hulk comes before it.
Oh, Hulk started first? I always thought Iron Man was the one that came first.
I always thought Iron Man came first.
Popular.
We see Tony Stark in the end credit scenes talking to General Ross.
Let me see what came first, because I got a feeling that
I think he's talking about the Angry Hulk. I think.
Yeah, but that's not part of it. I mean, the Ang Lee, like the Edward Norton Hulk is like a soft reboot.
Okay, yeah. What came? No, I want to know what came first. I mean, chronological order is fine. We know Captain America.
Theoretically, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
You're talking release order.
One.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I want release order. I don't want chronological order. Damn it.
But I remember fucking Thunderbot Ross talking to Tony Stark and saying to him how he has all these nice.
Oh, you're right.
Funny
Iron
suits.
Man came first. Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
He tells him. Yeah, I remember. He goes, "You're always wearing these fancy suits," and Tony Stark said to him, "Touche." And then he mentions how he wants to start, get a team together.
Here's a question though: do we consider Incredible Hulk canon? Because that's a debate I've had with my friends.
It is.
The Edward Norton one.
Yeah, because they're like that movie's not canon. They don't consider it canon because Edward Norton is not playing.
They use scenes from that movie in What If. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's canon, dude.
The She-Hulk TV show is based off of the scene where his blood gets into the bottling in the post-credit scene.
Okay, so yeah, I can use that against them in a debate because they're like, it's not canon. I'm like, yeah, it is.
And Thunderbolt Ross?
If anything, it's a multi-world. It's a multiverse version.
Yeah.
And as I said earlier, they used the scenes from What If from that movie, the same sort of scenarios. And Thunderbolt Ross, the same actor, William, whatever his name is, he rest in peace, by the way. He is in that film. He's also in some of the Avengers movies as well. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
like the Netflix shows are technically canon in the multiverse.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Same thing with
the
Spider-Man.
Netflix show's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, apparently they were saying that because people were talking about whether or not when Daredevil was in Spider-Man, whether or not that was the same Daredevil from Netflix, and it came out that that is supposed to be an adjacent universe version.
It's all going to be shit. By the way, I've accepted within myself that Daredevil, Jessica Jones, when they
Luke
do
Cage and all that shit.
Well, I mean, to a degree, but Daredevil especially, and Blade, people who are the most X-rated of these motherfuckers. But we've already seen it with Kingpin turning into a pussy. You know what I mean? Blade, Daredevil, it's going to be shit. Considering what we got before, I think it's going to be so shit. We're not going to get anything to what we got in the Netflix. No one's head's going to get decapitated by a car door, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? We're not going to go anywhere near there. You know what I mean? So it's Disney, yeah, and that it upsets me. It upsets me a lot. You know, I mean, people are shooting their load over fucking Blade. Oh my god, it's going to be so fucking bad. Vampire, for fuck's sake, we're never going to see. We're never going to see some vampire ripping the throat out of some guy's jugular. You know what I mean? We're not going to see that shit, are we?
I think the proof is going to be in Deadpool. Deadpool is
Deadpool's going to be the one that makes or breaks it, which Deadpool will do well.
Yeah, and if they tone down Deadpool, then they're going to tone down everything.
They're going to fuck it up. Yeah,
if the way the other Deadpools flied, then I will believe that maybe they can do it.
I'll put it right. Sorry, boss man. I'll let you speak after. I promise.
Yep.
I want to be wrong about this. I really hope I do. Deadpool 3 is going to be a fucking disaster.
I think you're wrong. I think you'll be wrong.
I want to be wrong. Please let me be wrong.
Yeah. I think you're going to
be a fucking. Seeing Disney's track record at the moment, Deadpool 3 is going to be a fuck.
If they
won't be able to do it, they won't be able to do it.
If they kidify Deadpool, it's over. If they make him like totally kiddie and they tone him down and they PG-13 him, it's over for him. It's like, yep, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with it. I don't want to waste all the energy of being upset about how bad it's going to be already.
Yeah, I'm going in optimistic.
I like, okay, let's see what happens, because that requires no energy on my behalf, and I'm a lazy motherfucker. And when it comes out and I start seeing credits and anything, then I'll start actually putting in the energy to be concerned about it.
Yeah, but we got to wait. I mean, that's all we can do.
Yet. Marvel hasn't done me wrong. I haven't been upset by anything. Even their bad movies are just okay.
Yeah, like I got a hot take too. I think Black Panther, it was all right. I know a lot of.
I like it.
I mean, it was good, but yeah, I think that's one of the most overrated Marvel movies. I think Black Panther, while it was good,
me too. I thought it was just all right.
I think it's overrated.
I really want to get Boss Man the word in here, mate. I'm really sorry for holding you back, Boss Man. What you got to say?
No, I was going to say because that's been your complaints with Moon Knight, that it's not been as brutal as you hope. But no, you're not open for decapitations or anything like that, but you're open for a little bit of grit. If that makes sense.
Yeah, grit for sure, grit.
And I think, but the thing is, it's I don't think it's a Disney problem. I think it's just because they want to try and get as big an audience with kids. Because I don't think many parents are going to let their kids. I mean, I'm not a parent, but I mean,
but Boss Man, they made us change the fucking parental controls for this fucking show. You know what I mean? They made us change the parental controls. So this is not meant for kids. You know, right. And honestly, not everything should be meant for fucking kids.
No, I agree.
One of the good things that Deadpool smashed it in the box office, and kids couldn't watch it. It killed it in the fucking box office. The first one and the second one. You know what I mean? So
well,
sometimes they need to stop dumbing shit down for the sake of a larger audience. Give us adults what we deserve something adulty. We deserve it. You know what I mean? We put up enough of their bubble gum. Give me some fucking adult shit. You know, we deserve it.
This is where I think DC could do something. Because I disagree with Jose and you on this. I think what DC need to do is find something that Marvel isn't doing and do it better.
Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. That's gonna be that's like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Yeah,
no, but that's what they've been doing.
Yeah.
They've been doing sort of like horror. Because they did like sort of like a kids movie when they did it with Suzanne. They did like what was it going? When they've done this, they did the new Batman thing where they've done something that's a bit more grittier.
Yeah,
and I think Justice League Dark or something like that would be good.
But if I'm DC, I'm saying, okay, we're going back to the drawing board. We're going back to the beginning. We're going to go slow. We're not going to give you everything like we've done in the past, because that's been my biggest criticism of DC is that they try to give you too much in one movie. You can't do that. You got to
Eternals.
Yeah, you can't. That's probably the weakest thing about Marvel. That's probably the weakest Marvel movie is the Eternals, because I've heard
it's still okay.
Yeah, it's okay, but they still give you too damn much. It's like that's DC.
Too many characters.
Yeah,
I'd also concentrate. Also,
concentrating
cast. Yeah. Also, make sure you get the perfect cast, because one of the biggest mistakes they made was casting Jesse Eisenberg as Flaming Lex Luthor.
Jesse Eisenberg.
No, it wasn't. I actually thought when he shaved his head and stuff, and he had that moment with Deathstroke, it was all right. It's just that they made him like the Joker. They made him the Joker, and they went down the wrong route. He was an eccentric, billionaire.
When you guys get the chance, when you guys get the chance, go back.
Is really good.
When you guys get the chance, go back and watch Channel Awesome's review of Batman versus Superman. It has Angry Joe and the Nostalgia Critic, and they just like shit all over it, and they go over everything, and it's like, they're like, here's one of our problems, Jesse Eisenberg. And then it's like the fact that they had Doomsday all fucked up and disfigured. And then he's like, I will fight him. Yeah.
A little channel here.
I understand people are upset with Jesse Eisenberg, but you make him, the director has to make him act a particular way.
Yeah.
Don't be this fucking eccentric dickhead. You know what I mean? That it doesn't make you remotely feel like he's Lex Luthor. Make him, and like I said, when he was on that boat and he was speaking to Deathstroke, that's the Lex Luthor I recognized. You can do it if you do it right. But once again, who cares now, because it ain't gonna go anywhere. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. So
I think along your point, the scene when they're on the rooftop when he's talking to Superman and kind of letting the plan go on the rooftop, I think that's some pretty good Lex Luthoring too.
Yeah.
The
like
scene where he's shoving candy in someone's mouth is a little crazy. Some of his other speeches are a little crazy. Yeah. And I kind of have to make a call here. I've got to return to.
No problem.
We can wrap up anyway.
Wrap this up. All right, guys. So let us know in the comment section what you think about all our jargon. Anything more to say, fellas, before we wrap it up?
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
See you later.
Okay. Jake, anything else? Nice one. All right, well, good. All right, thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to NerdTube, the greatest YouTube channel you never heard of, and bye-bye.